Welcome back, my awesome students. So this lecture here is for Mac users, okay? So if you are a Mac user or you're a Windows user that want to learn something about the Mac operating system, how it works with migrations, you're welcome to stay. But this is for Mac users. All right. So here's the deal. Let me just connect to a project that I have here real quick, just to show you something. So this is a Laravel project that I just created. Don't worry too much about, if you have the same files or not. Don't worry too much about the name of the folder. I just want you to pay attention. I don't want you guys to create anything new. Don't worry about anything. Just pay attention to this. So Laravel has something called migrations. So migrations are a way for Laravel to automate things for us and to keep track of certain database configurations, so certain base settings. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to show you a lot of stuff about migrations, but we got to get Laravel connected. Now, for those of you Mac users, in section 3, I believe, where we talk about the local environment setup, I showed you guys how to download and how to install MySQL in your computer. So we already have MySQL. In order for us to connect it with our Laravel application, we have to go to the .env file. Right here it says, hey, listen, the connection needs to be MySQL. That's what we're saying here. The host is 127.0.0.1. Perfect. That's what it is in our computer. I show you that in that section. Port is the same. Now, we need to create a database for it. I even show you how to create databases, right? So I'm going to create a new database called new-cms. I even showed you how to use Table Plus. If I have not done that, go ahead and download Table Plus or any other user interface for what we're doing, for interacting with a database. There are others like SQL Pro, I believe. Even PHPMyAdmin, I think, is available through Homebrew. So you're welcome to download any of those things. Okay, that's just, I already showed you how to interact with the MySQL command line by using the shell, right? As a matter of fact, I have it right here. Okay, I show you how to do this already. Okay, so we can go ahead and go inside MySQL and create a database. Okay, so that's fine. So that's how we're gonna do it right now. I'm gonna create a database, and I'm gonna call it new CMS underscore CMS underscore DB. Make sure you put your semicolon there. If you don't put your semicolon, you press enter, you're gonna get this little line right here. To get out of here, you need to press Control Z and you get out, but you need to log in again. Okay, so get out, clear. I'm gonna log in again so it's more up so you can see it. So let's go ahead and create a database. Create database. And I'm gonna call it CMS, no, new CMS underscore DB. Okay, this is just for demonstration purposes, guys. Don't worry too much about all these new databases that I'm creating or project names and any of that. Just focus on what I'm showing you here, how to connect a Laravel installation with MySQL on your local computer on a Mac. So right now we got the name of our database. We're just gonna paste it right here. Okay, there we go. Now we know that the username is root for MySQL and is an empty password because we never set up a password for that. That's perfect. If I do now PHP artisan migrate, press enter, you can see now that we have migrated, okay, our tables. Now you might be thinking, what in the world just happened right now? So you see this command, PHP artisan migrate, actually invoked in the database folder, in the migrations folder, invoked this functionality right here that we got. You see, this functionality here is responsible for creating a table. Don't believe me? Well, let's go back here to Table Plus. I got this new connection for MySQL right here. I'm gonna click here, and this is the database. I'm gonna click right here, double click it, and you can see the tables: failed jobs, migrations, and users. It created 3 tables. Okay, now right out of the box, Laravel gives us 2 migrations: the failed jobs one and the users. Later on, we can use this table here, the users table, to log into our application and register users, but that's later on. Now I'm going to explain to you how this works. So that PHP Artisan command is, of course, Artisan, this program right here that we got. Okay, this program, it's being required. We bootstrap it into our application. We invoke all this stuff and we make it happen. We use Artisan to invoke this file here, this functionality. So this schema class has a method that's responsible for creating a users table. So the first parameter is the name of the table. Second parameter here is the definition, the blueprint of the table. So right now we're saying, hey, listen, schema class, create a users table that has a table ID, has a table or a column called named, another column called email that is unique, a timestamp, okay, basically a date in time, where with a column name called email verify, another column called password. Some remember talking of this method here, a function. What it is going to do is going to create another field according to Laravel specifications on how that field should be created. Maybe that field will be unique because it's going to be a remember talking field. Maybe it's going to have a text type. Timestamps is going to be maybe a date field or something like that. Whatever Laravel thinks behind the scenes, what timestamps column should be, that's what it will be. Okay? Yeah, there are ways to check this out in the documentation. You can find out exactly what kind of type of that column is going to be. So this up function is going to create a users table, and this down function, you could, with PHP Artisan, which is that little program, you could delete the table if you want to. Now, one of the great things about migrations is that not only can you create a table and drop them, but it keeps a version of it. It keeps a history of them. So you are welcome to keep the tables and just delete the data. I mean, you're not welcome, but you are able to do that. That's what I'm saying. So later on, you're going to see me doing a lot of this stuff, and I'm going to show you how it's done. But the main point of this course here, this lecture, was to link MySQL, being able to run a migration, so that way you saw it there, give you that example. Okay, and now we have a Laravel application hooked into MySQL. So now we can start creating tables and inserting data, and of course updating, viewing data, deleting data with Laravel. So Mac users, I hope this lecture here showed you a little bit of the power of Laravel. And don't worry too much if it's not clear enough. Later on, as you do it more often, you're gonna get used to it and you're gonna learn it really well. Okay? So anyway, thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next lecture, guys. Take care.